concerning the Waste Pro agreement. I made a motion to have the contract for 2 years, and there was a second by Council Verlaine. There was a discussion. We went on break. My motion was in line with the mayor's recommendation, with the idea that this agreement should be renegotiated. There was never a vote on the 2-year motion. Then we took a break, and Councilman Benfield asked a few questions, and then made a motion for 1 year to firm up the $209 price, which was a 1-year agreement. No motion was made for a 7-year agreement. The only one that indicated 7 years was the city manager. My point of order is that the minutes are incorrect, and the outcome of this machination needs to be sorted out by the city attorney. The vote, if any, was for 1-year agreement.
Touche, he's got a point there.
He can slip the tape, sir.
And okay, you have to get it to the mic there. Okay, he wants to modify that the minutes.
Modify the minutes, but I want to make a clarification. Mr. Verlaine, in his motion to approve it, he motioned for a 7-year contract with Waste Pro, but to have a 1-year price cap for $209. Am I correct on that, Mr. Verlaine?
Mr. Sid, is he correct on?
That was the final motion, yes.
Thank you.
That is not what he's talking about. He's talking about you seconding my motion. And I listened to the streaming very carefully. There was no such comment made.
Two different things, sir.
Okay,
We're talking about my motion, which was seconded. It was in field. It was in play.
The mayor did not call for a vote. That's not my
Mayor has no justification in that regard. It's a by parliamentary procedure. It needed to be voted on either yes or no.
He's got a point there. If I have a first and a second on it,
He should have voted on it.
and we should have turned around at least had a discussion on it and voted on it before we moved on to the second. He's got a point. If I did that, I apologize, Mr. Bacon. Okay? Legal?
Mayor, council members, if that in fact happened, you can report that in the minutes if you like or not, but the council decided, the mayor who runs the meeting as the chair pursuant to your rules entertained another motion. No one objected. It was seconded and it passed. So the fact that you had a pending motion on the floor is not consistent. Without acting on that, assuming that is what happened, it's not in accordance with Robert's Rules of Order.
Okay, I see your point.
But you had a subsequent motion and a second discussion and a vote, which made null and void any prior motion and second. If someone had an objection to that motion that was made and seconded and discussion, then it should have been raised at that time. It's all been made moot by the fact that the council acted properly after the initial motion and second, assuming again that actually happened. So at this point, it's
Point of
Mr.
order.
Mr. Bacon, wait
Point of
1
order.
second. Wait one second.
Interrupting. It's a
But
point of order.
let him finish, and then
Okay. All right. I'll have to.
Go ahead.
so unless the council wants to revisit the matter, yes, it was. Assuming that occurred, it was not proper, but it's has no impact or effect on the action the council
The outcome.
took.
Okay.
Correct.
Mr. Bacon, you got a point of
This
order
is a
here?
point of order. There are two issues. That is one that you addressed. You didn't address the second issue. The second issue is that Councilman Benfield only indicated in 1 year she was going to tie down and nail down the $209. So the contract was voted on by everyone on a 1-year basis. But I do take exception to what you're saying, and I would suggest that you look at I'm actually requesting a formal point of order, and I'd like you to request, Mr. Alderman, that you review the actual streaming and give us a formal opinion on this.
Okay. I'll answer.
Please.
The question is addressed to the chair. In my opinion, okay, Mr. Bacon, don't get upset. I'm going to work with you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay? in the opinion of the chair, I would like legal to review that and give us an opinion. Okay? I know you have it in front of you, but I would rather have you review the tape.
If that's the council's direction.
Okay, council?
Point that you've got minutes that are being considered right now, Mayor.
Yeah.
That's the only question are those minutes. If you want to bring up another action item after that, you can do that. But
I could also,
right now, it's just the minutes which are supposed to reflect what occurred.
but I could also pull the minutes from it and still vote on the other ones.
Certainly.
That would be easier until we get a clarification on it. Am I correct?
Yeah, and you could come back and amend the minutes if you find that they're in error.
Okay.
So adopt them and
Mr.
approve.
Mayor, they are in error.
Okay,
There's no
we're not,
question about it.
Mr. Bacon,
It's
we're
not,
not,
it's not a subject thing for discussion. You can't approve the minutes if there's a conflict on them, which there is evidence to indicate.
okay, Mr. Bacon, I get the chair, in the opinion of the chair, I'll remove the minutes in question and have them. I'm trying to work with you, Mr. Bacon, but you're not giving me a chance.
I beg your pardon.
Okay? Council, does the council object in removing that from the agenda? No. There's no objection. That item on the agenda will be removed from the agenda and be addressed next month or at the earliest available. Okay? Now, can we go back? Okay? I'm looking for a motion. Okay?